Hi everyone, it's Kerchi, and today I will be recreating the Harry Potter potions class in Disney Dreamlight Valley. This is now my third Harry Potter build. I'm probably gonna do one more because honestly, I just love Harry Potter so much. I'm even looking forward to the remake they're doing on HBO Max. I have high hopes for that. Starting off as usual by picking the floor and wallpaper. So for this one, it was a little bit tricky because Potions class doesn't have a traditional wallpaper. It looks more of like a dungeon, but there isn't any dungeony wallpaper in this game yet. I did find this gray one, which looks pretty close to a dungeon, and then I'm going to lay out everything that I want to put in this room. So I'm going through my entire furniture catalog and pretty much looking at anything with potions on it, bookshelves, even things that look remotely like a potion, and of course all of the students' equipment that's gonna go on the desks, like books. And now I am in search of the perfect table for the desks, and I think these are actually just square desks. I'm exploring other options, but I'm pretty sure it's just a square desk. I was using a reference photo for this, but I'm trying out other options anyway, just in case there's something better. And I have to use these cauldrons for something because it's a potions class. On the icon there, you can see that there's actually green inside the cauldron, but when I put it down, there isn't. So that's disappointing, but I'm gonna use it anyway. And there aren't any smaller cauldrons to go on the desks, so I am going the cheap route here and I'm using this giant pot. I do like to try all the furniture even if I don't end up using them. So you'll see some random stuff here that may or may not make sense, but it's just a way for me to get out my creativity and get some ideas. Now I am rearranging the tables to see where they would fit, and I'm envisioning one table on each side. I think there's more in an actual potions class, but we have limited room here, so for now there's just going to be 8 students. As I'm putting the equipment on the table, I'm making sure that no two things are exactly the same, so I'm rotating them, and this is really key in making something look realistic, not too uniform. I mentioned that a lot in my builds because it's actually very important, especially if you're going for a more realistic scenery. Now I am laying out the teacher's desk, the professor's desk, I should say. And there's a bunch of potions in the background behind the teacher's desk. So I took the spice rack and then I took the actual potions cabinet and I just laid it out behind the teacher's desk. I'm not really sold on this arrangement though. And now I'm playing with some wallpaper to see if anything looks better than the one I have here. And I just keep going back to the ones I used before in my other Harry Potter builds. But for now, I'm going to stick with a gray one. I think I just really want to make it work, even though it looks a little bit awkward. And now I'm laying out the other bookshelves and potion cabinets. These cabinets from Ursula are so amazing and they fit here perfectly. And I'm trying to see different layouts, like maybe if I do alternating, or if I just want to use all of Ursula's cabinets all in a line. Experimenting with different walls again. This one is a bit of a tougher build because I know it's a dungeon, but we're just gonna have to make do with what we have here. So at the end of the day, I ended up choosing this wallpaper, which I've used before in my herbology build. I really tried to make the gray one work. I'm still looking for something better than this because I just want more variety and I don't want to repeat the same things I've used before in my other builds, but I think this brown one just really works. I love the night thorns. I love how magical it looks. It looks like Hogwarts Castle. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to it. And now I'm adding the stuff on the other desk. And I actually did this the hard way because I was trying to arrange it in a way that doesn't match the other desk exactly because I want variety. And you can see me really struggle here to try to do a different variation. And then later on, I figured out that I can just copy what's on the other table and rotate the actual table. So that's me having a derp moment. And now I'm building more on the teacher's desk. I gave him this cute little chair. I think this is from the premium shop and it's part of the Corona furniture set. And I'm playing around with the windows. I do know that I want windows. I just don't know how I want them to look. And the cauldron, I keep trying to make the cauldron happen, but I hate how it doesn't align perfectly. I've actually run into that a lot of times here, like with a chandelier, how it doesn't align perfectly. And it's still bothering me that the cauldron doesn't actually have any green liquid in it like the picture says. But I just cannot do a potions class build without using a cauldron. And this part really frustrated me. I was trying to put a chandelier in the middle of the professor's desk and it would not align center. And this part always irritates me. But if you angle it a certain way, you can't really tell. So I'm just going to leave it at that. So for the professor's desk, I want to put kind of the same equipment. I want the flasks and the little science experiment potions. And I also want to put a bunch of books around it because we still need books to figure out what to put in our potions. And I thought these candles just looked really cool and natural in this scenery, so I put them on the ground here. And this Ursula rug is just icing on the cake. It looks so charmingly evil because we often associate potions with evil, poison. I'm still having a hard time with the backdrop here because whenever I put anything side by side like this, it just looks too fake and too uniform. So I'm still trying to experiment with a good configuration here. I'm trying to think of ways to cover up the empty spaces, so I'm experimenting with these cupboards. I'm just putting them on there to see how they look, and at this point I'm trying to fill in the other empty spaces, so I'm going through my catalog and trying to see what else I can add that relates to potions. And here I am playing with the wallpaper again because I just cannot stop and I'm just not satisfied with this one. But I really think this is the best we're gonna get. I have to stop. And I do like that configuration behind the professor's desk. I don't think it looks too uniform, but it still looks like there's lots of potions behind it, which is what I'm going for. And I'm just adding these Nightthorn columns because they look really cool and they frame the bookshelf nicely. And I think I want these windows behind Ursula's cabinet. They do look really cool. So I'm lining the wall with windows and repeating it on the other side. Then I'm finishing it up with these furnaces. I love the weathered look on them. I think they look very ancient, much like the rest of Hogwarts. And I'm checking the symmetry one last time, because I do love my symmetry, and we're done. And now let's do a tour of potions class. First, I just used these Nightthorn columns just to be consistent with my other Harry Potter rooms. And also they don't have a whole lot of options that really fit with a Harry Potter world. So over here, I have the 2 desks, and I used a reference photo for these, but basically it's a big desk with a chair on each side for each student, and the cooking pot is because they actually don't have cauldrons in the game yet, at least little cauldrons, but they do have flasks and little science experiment furniture, so I put those on here. And then we have the Ursula bookshelves, which already have potions and all kinds of magical stuff in them, so they fit here really well. I love this. And back here I just added some bookshelves because I really wanted to utilize this. The bookshelves are pretty much I can't get through. Excuse me. The bookshelves are pretty much floor to ceiling. So love that. And I also really love this furnace. This is from the premium shop and I love the rustic look on it. And then over here we have the professor's desk and it's full of books and the same kind of furniture. We have the flasks. And then these cauldrons, which are from the Halloween event. These giant witch cauldrons. So my issue here is in the picture, it showed that there was green liquid in it, which I thought was really cool. But as you can see, when I place it, there's nothing in it and it's so disappointing. It would have been really cool if they had something brewing in there. And then back here, I wanted to emulate all the potions that are behind the professor's desk. And there's not really a whole lot of potions in the game. So we have this cabinet, which has potions, but then we also have the spice rack, which aren't potions, they're spices, but if you didn't know any better, they could be ingredients for a potion. So that's what I did back there. And then on this side, I wanted to kind of give a little bit of a messy feel, like there's lots of equipment on the ground that students can just kind of grab. And I do love my symmetry, so on this side is the same as this side. And then up there, I wanted to add a couple candles just to match the candle chandelier. And I don't know why I thought it would be cool to just add those mugs. Those are also from the premium shop. I'm thinking they can be just another container to mix potions in, or poison. And once again, the blank ceiling ruins my build. They announced some features on the upcoming update, but they haven't mentioned anything about ceilings, and I'm really hoping they just surprise us with it. Please let us modify ceilings because this is not happening. And that is my Harry Potter potions class. Thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for more of my Disney Dreamlight Valley designs.